Every single time we see a Junior Caminero highlight, he talks about the way his body moves, the bat speed. How has he been able to put it all together at such a young age?
Casey, in that lineup for the Dominican, where was he hitting?
Yeah, right in the middle.
At 21 years old. Okay?
They know it.
Surrounded by absolute stars. This guy's special. Last year at 21 years old, 45 and a $110 in 154 games. And he got off to a little bit of a slow start as far as the power chord this year, but he was still having good ABs according to Kevin Cash. Hit a big homer for him yesterday. I love having you out here. No one's better in the business than breaking down hitting than you. And I always like to go like throwback because he does some things. Like we live in a world where you could go on Instagram, you could go on YouTube, you can watch our show, you can do anything and you can get some type of hitting tutorial, evaluation, whatever you want. And what I noticed from the guys, and you were the hitting coach for Team USA, is a lot of them want to be ready to launch at release.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think Bregman said it best when we were talking one day. You know, him and Judgy were talking, some of those conversations at WBC were blowing my mind. But just talking about the 1-2, things are happening. The guys are so good out there. The movement's so good. The velocity, it's got to be a 1-2, ready to launch. 1-2, and then not like a 1-2-3. Which Caminero does some things that are a little different.
Caminero's thinking 1-2.
No, he's thinking, how far can I hit this ball?
This is a wild horse who at some point, eventually, I think he's going to have to back it up to kind of save his body. But he is moving towards the baseball. It's a collision with the lower half. But, Case, you can talk to this. He's got the craziest bat speed in the game right now in 2026. We'll get into some boards. It's him and Stan. And
love his passion
for it, right? MLB ranked since the start of last year. Top 10 hitter.
Yep.
Homers 49, ribbies he's 8th, total bases, slug, barrels, hits the ball aggressively hard. But talking about it, when you talk hitting, everyone wants to stay like in that door frame and stay behind the baseball.
Yeah.
He is crashing toward it, but his upper half stays behind the baseball.
Well, I think the biggest thing with Caminero is like, listen, you can make a forward move like some of these guys are going to talk about. If you do, and you can create that leverage, if you can keep the bat back in the zone, right? If you make that move and it's aggressive, you have to really be good at this barrel. Where's the barrel? Where's he wearing? Because you don't want to come forward, have your hands kind of
coming with you.
I think he does a great job of coming forward, keeping his hands back, and just unload.
Let's look at it side angle. Let's get into his homers here, Broyd, from the year. And the big thing is you think you can beat him up if he's jumpy off his backside? Not the case. I remember when Ronald Acuna, watch that pitch, run that back. What? I know it's 90. Run that back for me. That ball's 2 inches out of the zone. And I remember Ronald Acuna when he first broke into the big leagues. He's kind of got that flat set, and you think you can beat him up?
Can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
Run this. Look at him get on top of that baseball.
You also have to think he's thinking top down. If he's thinking that pitch, he's thinking about getting on top of the baseball.
Oh!
Right there. See, that's why he's so good. He has that barrel adjustability. You saw 78. You saw the splitter down. Then you got a heater, a sinker, 98.
Freedom in his swing.
Dude, it's just so good. His path is so good, but that whip, that last whip of the barrel to the ball is, he's got elite eye-hand coordination.
Watch this side angle. I want you, we're going to run this back a couple times. Watch him crash. It's not Judge, coil into the back hip and kind of rotate off the back hip and stay there. This is Cody Bellinger, does it from the left side. It's, we're going this way.
Right.
And then they're good enough to be able to keep their upper half behind the baseball.
Oof. Oh, man. Rack that back.
Run that back.
Man, that's so good. I think the greatest thing is watch the.
He's preset. His back leg is preset,
and he loads this hip. I mean,
yes.
As he's going forward, he's still holding that power in the backside. So watch, he loads that right there. Wow. Stop it right here. And then what he's doing right here, because he loaded that backside, now he's just taking that force from the back. But look at the hands. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about up and back. And he's creating such a stretch right here. The force from Caminero, that's why he hits it so far. Keep it going till toe tap. Stop right there. And then you're seeing right there from the backside to the front side. I mean, look at that right there. All that power is going into that front side. And we've talked about this before. That acts like your brake, right? Think about when a car stops and you hit the brakes. If you had stuff in the back seat, everything's flying forward. Well, that's what he's doing right there. With that movement forward, he is generating so much force into that front side and run forward. And that's why that front heel ends up coming off the ground, because there's so much force going up.
And this ain't a taught swing. I mean, he's been swinging like this since he was a young blood. Highest fast swing percentage since 2024. Stanton's at the top, minimum of 1,000 swings, 98. Junior Caminero, 79.6. But hot change to this year, Broyd. Highest average bat speed this season.
Wow.
Caminero's got him by a little bit. Minimum 50 swings, so I think it'd be interesting, and I will keep my eyeballs on it as his career progresses, 5 years in, 10 years in, the adjustments he has to make where that athleticism kind of slows down just a smidge.
Yeah, we'll see.
See if he stays back a little bit more. But he reminds me, we go back to the 80s when we were watching the game and breaking through. I mean, come on now. You know what, like...
Dude, I played with Chef in the 07.
I played with Chef.
Yeah.
But he's not gaining a ton of ground like Caminero. Run that back for me real quick with Sheffield. The violence of the bat speed is why I wanted to compare. It's boom, I'm going. You see him gain so much ground.
And Chef told me one time, he said, Case, I'm trying to hit all 3 balls out of the ballpark.
Look at Juan gone.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Talk about a guy who went and got it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Caminero has a little, even
How about
a little
Ruben
bit more.
from the right side?
These are some good comps.
Yeah.
I like that.
Got a lot of good stuff. But the thing I noticed this year, and Nays brought it to my attention, is his 4 homers have all been pulled. And last year, when he hit 45, and maybe it's Steinbrenner Field, maybe he didn't realize he doesn't have to cheat to any spot, but he was working the ball dead center, the other way, running into a bunch of homers. It's definitely, it's a small sample size, but there's a lot more pull in his game right now. So pause this for me, bring up that last board, and then we'll get into WBC. Highest slug to the opposite field since the start of 2025. Nick Kurtz is blowing the doors off everybody. And there's Junior Caminero. So another thing to watch, right? As the season progresses, does he start to work to the big part of the field? So he has that monster season instead of...
The guys that can go the other way, like these guys, just some of the best players in the game with the best juice, so...
Yeah, look at his spray chart from last year.
It looks like my spray chart.
No,
yeah, it looks like Shahadi's from junior year in high school.
Shahadi's spray chart is literally concentrated right here, right in that region. But it worked for you. You're all district.
Say it again.
Okay.
Say it again.
Get back to the tape. The unteachable. You can't teach certain guys to get to certain pitches. It doesn't make sense to me that Paul Skeens is on the mound just powering splinkers and 2-seamers in, and then he rolls a sweeper at the top of the zone. That's a ball.
Yeah.
To think he would even entertain swinging at that, and then to be able to take a pitch, close the screen door on the outer half, that was an incredible at-bat. And the thing is, this is the best celebration of all time. Watch this. Let this breathe.
It's the best.
It's unbelievable.
It's the best.
Oh, my God.
We had guys getting chippy yesterday for no reason. Imagine if someone did that.
The freedom in the swing, it describes it perfectly.
Yeah.
Junior Caminero.
The athleticism.
Yep.
So.